Hey, it's been a really long time since I've recorded any Shadowbringers content. We actually did Eden back when it came out, and my VOD got screwed up, so we're going to record it again eventually. I guess it won't be blind for me, but it's been so long I don't remember anything from it anyway, so it'll be effectively blind. It is February 2020. When did Shadowbringers come out? Like last summer?
Yeah, right?
July or something?
Months. 8 months.
We went super hard on it for like a month, and then I basically quit until now. So, catching back up with it, we're going to do Grand Cosmos, because then I don't have to let anyone else down other than these three fine folks.
You're not letting anybody down.
But I'm ready to queue whenever you guys are.
Okay. I'll go Red Mage.
Oh, and if you've been watching this series for the last 200 hours of playthrough, this is Ginny. Hi, Ginny.
Hi.
Hi, Ginny.
It's me. Alright, everybody ready?
Sure.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. These queue times.
The queue times, jeez.
And we always had to have a rando before. This is kind of nice. Between the five of us. Supposed to need randos for raids and stuff, but
Gotta get to 8. I mean, we're close. We have had 8 at times, just not at the same time.
yeah, we need to get everyone playing the game at the same time. Everyone goes hard on this game at different times.
Man, we're getting Gimp Dancer, Matt.
I love that clamor.
Alright. Big fan of this game's soundtrack, all the leitmotifs and stuff in each expansion.
Mm-hmm. I think they do a really good job, especially of that in Shadowbringers, like the different reworks of the themes for the zones.
I think that they nailed the whole, like, let's explore an alternate reality thing a little bit better than Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, it's fun. Also, there's so many more for us to do later.
Oh, man. Yeah, the next, 11 expansions write themselves.
Yeah, I was starting to think, all they have to do is just keep milking the Final Fantasy nostalgia, but now that they have a way to, milk the same thing multiple times and it doesn't feel bad, it's actually kind of cool.
They can only do it 7 more times. 6 calamities.
Oh, that's right. Of course. I'm so sorry.
Pay attention, noob.
Yeah, my bad.
We can have more calamities.
I'll make them myself, Pat says.
Yeah.
I was thinking recently that I really like the anthology model of making a sequel to something. Maybe even having some of the same actors and characters in common, but doesn't take place in the same universe. You're not having to follow up exactly the same story. And that's basically what Final Fantasy XIV, what all of Final Fantasy is, but definitely Final Fantasy XIV. It's like, oh, this guy's name is Cid. He's not the Cid that we know from the previous game, but
Yeah.
it's Ramza, but it's their version of Ramza. But anyway, I wish more movie sequels would do that. Wouldn't it be nice if a Die Hard sequel was just another person who was down on their luck and having to solve a difficult situation?
Yeah.
It wasn't literally John McClane every time.
I think
It's
what you're
comical.
describing is the James Bond model, right?
Yeah, that's basically what James Bond does too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I mean, Doctor Who has sort of a tissue of deniability over it, but it's similar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can pretend like they're all independent, and it
Yeah.
works just fine. And the more I think about it, I think that straight sequels just don't work unless if you plan them out from the beginning most of the time. So,
Well, are you wait long enough, you can pull sort of a 90-degree turn with God of War, right?
or a Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
But even that, Mad Max is basically an anthology. God of War almost feels like one. It's technically the same Kratos, but I think it's kind of in the same vein as what Ginny was saying about Doctor Who.
got into a fight with my college roommate, a big fight about he was adamant that all of the James Bonds were the same James Bond in every. I was like, he's got like a cell phone in the later ones, and he doesn't in the earlier ones. It's pretty.
James Bond is immortal, I guess.
There you go.
It'll explain a lot.
It makes me sad because like my least favorite TV show is American Horror Story, and it's exactly what I just described. I hate it so much.
Well, it's a necessary but insufficient condition.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do this blind.
You got it.
This game's pretty sight readable.
I mean, Game of Thrones kind of did that. Like in one season, Daenerys would have like a certain set of motivations. And, character, and then like a few seasons later, it's like a whole different. It's the same actress.
Yeah,
but a whole completely different character.
Show. I think Shadowbringers is particularly cool because they're doing that, like, it's like a nested anthology thing. Like, we're already doing all of these cool callbacks to other Final Fantasies, but it's not literally the same characters. Alright, don't get walked into by the brooms. Got it.
Brooms. Sorry.
I got you. Maybe.
I love how sight readable this game is compared to WoW.
I'm dead. I'm not dead.
I got you.
They've really landed on a lot of good formulas for teaching players. Like the Vuln stack, like, oh, that apparently was bad.
Mm-hmm. See, I got rid of it.
Oh,
Pro
wow.
strat.
Sorry, that was a Vuln stack.
Shadow Bolt is the tank buster. EP dubs.
I like the Vuln stack is like, in a lot of MMOs, it's hard to tell the difference between I just took damage that I was supposed to take and I took damage that was avoidable.
Right.
Take Buster. One of you guys running a DPS meter, are you that hardcore?
No, we're not.
Yoshi Dad said mods are bad.
You did.
Have they changed course on that?
No, they just doubled down on the mod part of it, actually. Although for a much more legitimate reason than one might even say the combat tracker.
Like every progression guild uses them and like uses them brazenly while streaming and stuff, but I think their main argument is like don't ever use it to harass people. So what's the radius on those guys?
Too much.
They're basically in columns, and the columns don't overlap, but they do touch.
Okay.
Or rooms, rather.
One
But
is
it's-
Broomling.
Yeah, it's a broomling.
Sorry, I was out of cooldowns. Thank you. Red Mage Raise.
Go ahead and crucify me in YouTube comments, but I don't like this new song.
Oh yeah.
This song is sweet.
Nah.
It uses the same leitmotif we were talking about earlier.
I like the regular version better. I think the mashup doesn't work better.
Brooms. Sometimes I can dodge them just fine, and I don't know what I do differently. Like, I just have broom vision some of the time and not the rest of the time.
Tank Buster. I really like how consistent they've gotten with Tank Busters and boss design. You can watch the progression of their design get more and more consistent over time from Realm Reborn to current.
My dancer has like shit gear, so sorry.
It's fine. It just means that I get to be top deeps. Sometimes.
Like those aiming shoes are actually an upgrade from.
Nice.
Got him.
Good for it. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Does this place correspond to somewhere in the prime material plane or whatever, the source?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, we're in Lakeland, so.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if there's a
Equivalent
Kind of
palace. Yeah.
Yeah. That's been part of the fun for me here is they don't just like tell you a lot of the time. It's like, oh, I see this is supposed to be this.
These guys are the mount that you get from the Pixie Beast tribes that were added.
Oh, it's Pixie?
They're
I guess that makes
Porksies.
sense.
Yeah.
Leatherworking. Well, I guess I can level up all these senses.
Yeah.
I'm glad they changed that. That was like it was the one thing in Final Fantasy 14 that you couldn't do all of it.
More of these leaf bomb assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're having a fun time with reskinning some of these things.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
What's the silliest bomb they can come up with?
I mean, honestly, I think the leaf bomb is got to be up there.
You didn't like the fish bombs.
Fish bomb, yeah.
I think the pufferfish they're the bomb wireframe.
That's a little better because I can see him like blasting out some needles or something.
Sure.
You
I guess
leaves
we're all getting
have
razor
needles?
leaf.
It's a thistle.
I love that they do that though. That's by far the most expensive part of their art is the basic model. If they can get more value out of it, please.
Adventures are done. Gotta go.
Oh. I was promised red mage potency buffs, but I don't think they're there.
They're there.
Yeah.
You got them.
Has Red Mage been
Hunter 6
slacking?
in your whatever. The
think
AoE
it's
one
been too
doesn't
bad.
have any damage drop off anymore. It hits every enemy the same way.
What's
Yeah, I
the
think
better
they
right
were
now?
the-
Oh,
Who's
Ver Arrow Ver Thunder, or do you mean Contra
No,
6?
the off GCD one. Both the off
Contra 6,
GCD
okay.
sword throws basically got buffed.
Okay.
I think they were the only class that kind of got a good bit of buffs.
bad? Is there any class that's like a meme right now for being bad?
All aiming.
But, you know, it's that standard, like, people are clearing Savage with them and that kind of thing. Like, it's not...
Sure. Well, they've been pretty good about that for the most part. They've never really had any class that's really badly underperforming, except maybe Ninja.
Yeah.
Fucking Welsh.
I know, right?
It's pronounced she at the end. Storm of
Uh,
Color.
It would be, but
Tank Buster.
I think this is not the usual spelling.
I think that almost always the boss's first attack is their Tank Buster now, too.
It's definitely a dungeon, I think. Or maybe at least before the last boss of the dungeon.
Okay. Kick these
So
off
these
of
are being
the...
seeds.
Yeah. To get them off of the fertile ground, I assume. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
got it.
okay, you all did the second. Very good. It's pretty sight readable. And then they just spawn dead. Oh, and he's like putting a thing on me that puts an AoE around me, it looks like. Just really elegant boss design. Always impressed by it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a twist.
It's a fist.
Ah, that's the twist. Cute. I see. So, meant to put it here. What happens if it touches the wall? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just fertilization you have to worry about.
I thought maybe there was like going to be an auto fertilize if it touched the garden or something. It's really, it feels like a Mario Galaxy level of boss design right now. It's great. Tank Buster. Teach mechanic, and then play around with it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes invert it.
Nice.
So like with Desynth now, if you have a high skill, you have a chance of getting a rare item instead of having a chance to fail.
Yes, in fact, I don't know, I guess Sublime Solutions were a thing when you were doing your crafting. It's like required for all the high-level crafter or gather gear. That's what you can get from desynthing these high-level accessories. It is the
That's
only way to
nice.
obtain them outside of scripts, for example, which is how most people do it, but it's just a nice bonus for desynthers.
So they added those onto the Desynth tables for items that previously didn't have
Yeah.
them, it sounds like. Okay. That's cool.
But beyond
Yeah.
that, it's just the old demi materia that it used to be, which is still used, but not not anything new.
Right. No, I wrote the Desynth guide in Fisherman's Horizons Discord for both Shadowbringers and Stormblood, and Culinary and Desynth has been bad. Like, there has been nothing from Fish for a long time. No reason to level it.
People were quite worried because one of the patch notes for 5.2 here was that they were going to reduce the sell cost of demi materia. So and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna, it's the clear ones, the ones that are only for selling, they're gonna tank that. So,
Sure.
sell. But it wasn't the case, actually. What they were tanking was the Fieldcraft ones, because
Sure.
there was some bots that had figured out how to buy stuff from a vendor and then desynth it and turn a very small profit, but over time it's infinite guild.
Basically infinite gil, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is my least favorite thing in the expansion. And WoW, when there's a table, I can jump on it. Can't jump on this
Invisible
one.
wall.
Unplayable.
It is
Yeah,
forcing
unplayable
me
garbage. Next, there's going to be a rumor you can't pet a dog.
Yeah, what is this?
They recently fixed that in RuneScape. There's a dog that's been in the game for 20 years that they finally allowed you to pet it. People were like, ironically complaining like this completely ruins and invalidates my no petting a dog Ultimate Iron Man.
Like a no dog Iron Man. There you go.
Yeah, I never touched that dog. Oh wait, so are these the first version of the Knights of the Round?
It might be.
I think that's what they're going with this, maybe. I'm trying to remember, some of them are elves, right? Or elven. What do they call them in this game?
They're almost all elves because it was Heaven's Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Elizin, but they're elf.
Elizin, okay. They're Elvon in Final Fantasy XI, and in this world they're just elves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, how cool would it be for one of the eventual shards that we go to just be Final Fantasy? Like
That would be pretty cool. I mean, it would fit.
Yeah.
That game was cool, but it had the barrier to entry problem. If you wanted someone to see what was cool about it, you're asking them to spend 1,100 hours. As far as I know, the only character in this game that's literally from another Final Fantasy is Gilgamesh, but that's just been true across the series.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Omega, but
Yeah.
Well, there's Ultros too, right?
I think that this
yeah, I guess
universe's Ultros isn't. Is he the same Ultros from FF6?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Gilgamesh's whole thing is that in Final Fantasy V, he falls in the interdimensional rift, so he shows up. It's okay for him to show up in the other games because he's actually moving across realities. That's what I was saying about the anthology thing. That like they'll add Ultros, and it'll be basically the same Ultros from 6, but he doesn't literally need to be the same character. Doctor Who
story
Ultros.
needs an octopus.
There you go. Yeah, it's one of the elements. It's the hero's journey, right?
Yeah, there's always a lighthouse. There's always an octopus.
Crossover into the other world. Meet the octopus.
I'm gonna get that dance today.
Today.
I'm in the middle of that quest.
So is this thing, what are they called? What are the things we're killing in this universe? It's been a long time.
They're light
Warden?
wardens.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if this
It is
counts as
100%
one.
not.
This is an enchantment from the new Moo guy.
Oh yeah, he's fucking with us.
Yeah, he's fucking with us.
They just used the same intro for him. Sin Eaters, that was what I was looking for.
There you go, City.
Okay, so not starting, but that's a similar ability we've seen in other encounters. There's a little you fucked up flash.
Yeah.
I got curtains.
Okay, Captive Bolt, got it. Looks like he's playing the guitar back there. Okay, so he's probably going to animate that one sofa because I wasn't standing in the dead center by it. Something to it. Okay.
We got Matt. Oh, you're performing. Never mind.
I still had a chance to destroy it. Nice.
Yes, nice.
Sofa.
Alright, don't destroy them then. I heard I've got curtains, so I'm like, okay, gotta go find something to destroy. It must be I got something to not destroy.
Yeah, it's basically something to eat your blue.
You got him. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I misinterpreted Matt laughing earlier. Gotcha.
Yeah, we can explain it after we're done.
I think I get it. It's that you get a debuff and you need to have a bit of furniture to use to remove the debuff from yourself, and if you've already destroyed it, you can't go to it anymore.
All his AoEs he's doing are trying to destroy him. Like when he puts the ground AoE in
So you try to position yourself somewhere where they're not going to get blown up so that you can get rid of it later. So it was fine the first time when I burned the couch, but not great the second time when I...
No, when you deliberately killed it with the red fire, you made it oopsies.
No, it ended up okay. You start with extras, basically.
Right.
But he brings more down, too.
Yeah.
Did one of you make a swastika?
Not intentionally.
I really like the tuning of these fights where, like, if you do a lot of it wrong, you can kind of still win. It won't feel good, but if you get really good at it, you can kick his ass.
Back. I'm stabbing you.
Hmm?
God, I rearranged my HUD since I've done this, and when he does scorching left or right, the word left or right is right under a thing that I put there.
No.
I can't tell. Ugh.
You could move the cast bar somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's where I happen to be put based on how it's doing it for other reasons.
It's just really inconsiderate of Lucas.
Yeah, come on.
That's not Lucas, it's any name.
Cast bar is in, like, the dead center of my screen, and it's, like, the largest possible size.
Yeah.
Stand in the fire, DPS higher.
No. Yay!
Cast
Yeah,
limit break.
that was
I
cool
did the
instance.
freaking Dungeon Master thing on a class I can't get XP.
No!
Ah! Give me the pits.
Phantasmagoria.
Mm-hmm. So they uncapped those this patch. The new one is Allegory, but Phantasmagoria you still need to buy like all the mats for 480 crafting gear and stuff. And the previous patches tombstone gear.
That was fun. Thanks, guys. Split the recording here.